Okay, hello everyone. This is Gary Ryan here for the Fed League Flash on video. Yeah. Now I want to mention, kind of start tying things in for coming up ahead of the season. Um, yeah, I did a Spotify podcast, which is basically a repeat of the information that I'll be giving you here, but I've been keeping just kind of in a routine, doing that on Thursdays. But now, as we get into, uh, we're getting close to the season, I'm going to try and use Spotify, like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, to post news of the day, transactions, and whatnot. So, um, yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure I have this resting on my knee here. So, all right, so here we go. The big news we're saving for last, even though you see it right there on the board. All right. Um, actually, first piece of news is pretty big too. Yep, Carter Shinkaruk is now a member of the Columbus River Dragons. Now, if you happen to tune into Joe Pace's Coach's Corner podcast yesterday, yeah, he kind of spilled the beans on that the signing was done. So I guess today Columbus said, well, cat's out of the bag, might as well announce it. I don't know. uh, uh, God bless Joe Pace. He's like the PT Barnum of the league, and even after he finishes playing, I hope he stays involved in the Fed for a long, long time. But anyway, okay, yeah. So Carter Shinkaruk, he is now a member of the River Dragons, and he's primarily a familiar face with SPHL fans. He has played for um, Huntsville. He's played for um Evansville, Quad City, and with the Fayetteville Marksmen. I'm not as familiar with the SPHL as other leagues, and so that's why I'm referring to my notes here. But anyway, yeah, he also spent some time in the ECHL too with the Iowa Heartlanders. So um, he's got lots of experience. He's a very talented player, as evidenced by his Fed numbers. 63 games played between the Danbury Hat-Tricks and the Elmira Enforcers, and he has registered 32 goals, 62 assists, 94 points total. And he's a plus 41 in those games, which notates not only is he offensively contributing, putting the puck in the net, but he's defensively responsible as well. So, excellent player. And the River Dragons, I'm sure, are just thrilled with being able to acquire his services for this year. Now, Elmira, the River Sharks, they have signed a couple of players. Well, one we announced earlier this week on Facebook. It actually came through, I believe it was Monday. It was either Monday or Tuesday. But anyway, that's Brandon Lucchesi, who returns to the league. Last year, uh, we were heading into the hockey season, and Lucchesi had signed with the Binghamton Black Bears, had some personal issues that he needed to take care of and deal with, took the year off after he had played the previous season in Delaware with the Thunder. But he's back. So, yes, he is going to be lending his talents to the River Sharks this year. 36 games played, 16 goals, 28 total points, 84 penalty minutes. He plays with a little bit of an edge, but more importantly, he is going to be good support scoring for the River Sharks this coming year. The River Sharks also signed forward Matthew Lempiainen. That's going to be another one of my favorite names. Um, he is a true rookie. Just completed 2 years with the USPHL, the Premier League, Premier level, with the San Diego Sabres. And in 67 games played, he chipped in 8 goals and 32 assists, 109 penalty minutes. So there are two new names to add to the River Sharks lineup. Additionally, we have the Zydeco, who made big news today, but the minor news first. A couple more PTOs. They're going to have quite a camp, I tell you. They've accumulated quite a list of players that are hoping to make the team, and that'll make for some good competition. So first signing is Nathan Suave. He last played in the Quebec Junior Hockey League as far as anything that is registered on hockey databases. This was the 2019 to 20 season, right when COVID hit. He had been playing for the West Island Shamrocks, and he had 7 points, 58 penalty minutes in during that season. That's the most recent record that we have. Now, he's probably been playing maybe recreational since then. I don't know, but there are no records beyond the COVID year. All right, the other signing by the Zydeco is Justin Chaumont. Last year was in the French 4 League with, I hope I'm saying this right, Campagne, I believe is the name of the team. Short season, it's 11 games played. But in those 11 games, he registered 16 goals and 28 points total. So, matter of fact, I'm looking. He had the exact same numbers as Brandon Lucchesi did 2 years ago with the Delaware Thunder, which is really kind of funny. But, yeah, that's 11 games, though, that Chaumont did this in. So, he is looking to lend his scoring abilities and talents, and hopefully it translates into the FPHL game. We shall see. All right. The big news, of course, for the day is the Zydeco introduced their head coach. Now, they had signed him, I was told by some of my sources weeks ago. I did not know the name, but I was told there's a head coach in place like as of 3 weeks ago, but they can't announce it yet. And I learned why. Okay, the head coach is Matt Hamilton. He does have Fed experience as a player. He played in the 2014 to 15 season with the Berkshire Battalion. He was a player coach. He was the team captain. 26 games played, 5 goals, 23 points. And after that, he went to the GMHL, not to play, but to coach. The year with Berkshire was his introduction into coaching. So he focused on going to the GMHL, which we talked about before, the Greater Metro Hockey League, Toronto area junior league, and he served as a head coach and a GM, and most recently, the last 3 years, he has been the franchise owner for the Tottenham Thunder. So I have not read anything in print, but I am assuming that in order for him to take on the duties with Baton Rouge, he pretty much had to yield control of the Thunder to someone else. But this does set an interesting possible precedence. And this is just me hypothesizing. But since we do know that there are some clubs in the FPHL that have agreements with GMHL teams, kind of an affiliation, there's 4 teams right now. Could Baton Rouge become the 5th? And could their affiliation be with the Tottenham Thunder? Very realistic possibility. Obviously, Matt Hamilton would be the connection there. But so that's what we got right now. So the last team standing as far as not having a head coach yet is the Watertown Wolves. And I have talked to Charlie Pence Jr., he said that they are searching for a coach, but not just a coach. He said, his words to me were, "We're looking for the right coach." So, hopefully sooner rather than later. But a search has been going underway by the Wolves for the head coach, and then they would be the last team to secure a head coach in the league. But right now, 10 of the teams we're all set as far as the coach goes. All right, so that is it for today. Keep in mind, I've got doctor's appointments tomorrow, so we'll see how things go. But keep in mind, we should have a video ready for you for tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be more transactions and more pieces of news and information coming through. So keep a watch here. Stay tuned. Saturday, I am planning on, since yesterday I did a much too early look at the Mississippi Seawolves. Tomorrow, I am planning on a much too early look at the defending champions, the Danbury Hat-Tricks, and looking at how things may be shaping up for them. Of course, we're looking at paper, not at the actual team on the ice. So it's yeah, it's all speculation, but it's fun. That's what us fans do, right? All right. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. We will do our best to have a video tomorrow, but if we do not have one tomorrow, watch for the usual one on Saturday. And again, that's what I have planned right now, a look at the Danbury Hat-Tricks. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will be back with you soon. I'm Gary Ryan for the Fed League Flash for Thursday, August 10th. Have a great day.